Have you ever lost important notes to an ocean of paper? Are you struggling to juggle multiple different notebooks for different projects? Are you consistently misplacing really critical details? Are you wasting your time transferring your handwritten notes into a digital format, like retyping it? What if your handwritten notes could be instantly digitized, organized, backed up to a cloud, and readily accessible, all while using only one simple device, no larger than a conventional notebook? It also doesn't require any special items. It's literally plug and go. Notice how I said plug and go. It does require a bit of a USB connection, so that gives you a huge hint of where we're going with this. Now, your solution is the Huion Note X10. This device allows you to digitize your notes in real time, seamlessly integrating with your phone, allowing you to take your notes or your sketches in a clutter-free arrangement into any workspace that you may run into. Let's dive in on how this Huion Note X10 can transform the way you capture and digitize your notes. Welcome to the future of digital note-taking. Meet the Huion Note X10, a powerful tool designed for professionals, artists, students, and alike. Whether you're sketching ideas, taking detailed notes, organizing your creative thoughts, the Huion Note X10 seamlessly bridges the gap between handwritten notes and digital notes. Let's dive in and explore how this device can revolutionize your note-taking, lifting your productivity to new heights. Let's check this thing out. I think it's going to be really cool.
Is this the ultimate note-taking device? In my opinion, it may well be. It's perfect for making digital notes. You can also take conventional notepad and integrate it with this very cool device. You can actually take the supplied paper as well. You can connect it to your phone. And later on in this video, I'm actually going to take you through some really cool note-taking methods like the SQ3R method of note-taking. We can even combine this device with a 1B5, making digital notes as well as hard notes. And we can even use it as a mouse trackpad. I mean, this sounds too good to be true. How could you do so many things in one device? And I bet it costs a fortune. It's actually really affordable. Plus, to make this even better, and we're also going to test other possibilities like OneNote, as well as checking, well, which app is exactly the best. We're going to use someone else's YouTube video as inspiration, because they did a really good summary and they asked you guys what was the best. So we're going to have a look at that. We're going to test out at least a couple of those, including Notion as well as OneNote. And man, that's an action-packed video. You ready? You got so much to get through, but stage one, let's launch into the unboxing of this very neatly packaged product from Huion. And if you don't like the unboxing, skip ahead ever so slightly. But here it is, very nicely packaged. Kind of elegant looking as well, a little bit of plastic here that we need to get through, but there's all the details that is coming our way, kind of cool. Now, very important for the first stage of our unboxing, we need something to remove the plastic. Once we've got this open, presumably it just slots right out of its casing, and we're expecting to see the tablet and all of its associated hardware, and there it is. Just looks like a normal book, nothing too spectacular just yet, but just you wait, there's more to come. Now, protective sleeve, which is kind of handy as well, but that presumably you only use once, and there it is. We've got a very nice leather aesthetic with a very special pen that actually combines fully with this notepad, but more on that a little bit later. It's a very special pen, we'll talk about it. We got our QR code right there, which is going to help us to connect to the app. I'll show you how to do that in a second or two. And there's a little trackpad matrix should you decide to use this as a mouse trackpad, which is very handy, and I did test that as well. It works really well on my device, so it's kind of cool. And this is it. First things first, you'll see the little green indicator. That is meant to indicate our power charge. There are a few handy instructions within the book that actually outline this. Definitely pause on these details. We've got blue, software connection, green, on, but in offline mode, red, low battery. And flashes indicate different functionality, so 3 quick flashes, we got a new page. A 1 minute continuous flash, or 1 minute worth of flashing is usually a low battery, and 2 minutes of continuous flashing would be memory fulls. Worth taking note of those. And after that, we're into our notes. First one's a test page, do a quick test run. But otherwise, that is it. Now, very important, if you do like today's video, make sure you subscribe. It really gives the channel a huge boost. But that's the tablet. What else have we got in our box? Well, of course, there's a USB cable, and I bet your notepad doesn't have a USB cable. That's so cool. So we got USB-A conversion to USB Type-C. Very, very cool. The Type-C goes in on our tablet, so making it compatible with almost every device in our arsenal, which is really cool. All devices that we may have in our possession. Now, this is a very important container. This is going to contain all of our pen nibs, which we will require should you choose to change from, say, one color to another, or even if you want to switch over to something without ink. And check out this very nice detailed manual. Sorry, very delicate there. We'll come back to the manual, maybe not that important for now, but this is it. 2 blue, 2 red, and even 2 black nibs, which are purely plastic, but they do give you that very nice functionality. And I guess we'll zoom in on these a little bit. How do they work? Why do they work? Are they cheap? Is it easy to find? Well, we'll deal with all of those fairly soon as well. And one very important detail, which I will complain about ever so slightly, this particular device is critical. If you were to misplace this, you're going to have a bit of a tough time getting your pen nibs removed without destroying them. That is absolutely required. They don't just pull out. It's a little bit of tediousness on that one. Now let's have a look at this manual. Nothing too spectacular, but everything that you would expect that you need to know about getting this device up and running, including things like how to download the app. We've obviously got a little bit of instruction on how to connect it to our device, but it is really as simple as plugging in a USB cable, installing the nice Huion software, and off you go. It's really that easy. The rest of it, warranty claims. We won't worry about that too much for now, but keynote. This is the Huion Scribo 2, but by my best deductions, this would also work with the Scribo PW310, which is the more recent update. These are completely batteryless. They use electrostatic technology, and as long as the pen is in a certain distance, we get a nice transmission of a magnetic or electrical field, which will allow our matrix within our book or trackpad to detect the nib. Overall, pretty effective, and actually I'm going to test the boundary in terms of how far we can push this, and we were going to check, can we use a normal pen or must we use this special pen? I mean, ballpoint refills are cheap. Can we use those? Stay tuned. I'll show you how to do that if it works. Maybe it doesn't work. We'll find out. But for now, let's get this app installed. We'll go to Play Store. It's fairly straightforward, or App Store, depending on what you're using. And once we've got the app installed, we got to load it up. That's pretty straightforward. A little bit of important information to work through. You'll have to do that in your own time. I'm just going to skim through for now, and we'll trust Huion on this one, except on all fronts. And let's start. So instructions are looking relatively straightforward, very simple. We've got to scan that QR code, which will allow us to connect to our device, and definitely take a note of the upper menu. We've got several different features that we need to keep track of. But again, there's only 5 there, so it's not too bad. So we'll scan our QR code, and while we're here, quick reminder, if you haven't seen my related video, I've actually done a full video on note-taking. It's probably one of the best ones you'll find out there. Check it out. Study Strategy Tier List. Definitely check that one out if you're keen to develop your note-taking and just general study process. Really good video. Now, very important on this part, you can create dedicated, shall we say, notebooks. So this is digital notebooks within the app. And right now, trying to pretend like I'm the expert, but truth be told, this is my first time handling the app, so I'm learning with you as we go through this journey. I mean, it's kind of complicated, as you can tell so far, but this doesn't look too bad. And truth be told, I'm just going to wing it. I feel like it's kind of annoying having to work through all these tutorials, but it's actually nice to see they do provide you with some guidance. Normally, you don't even get any guidance, so props to Huion for giving us a little bit of guidance. But that doesn't look too scary. I think overall it's fairly straightforward. We'll sort of find out the finer details as we get there. But I think we just want to see this thing work. Do we need instructions? Let's just go for it. Let's go for it. So we'll connect via Bluetooth. That shouldn't be too bad. Obviously, the LED light is on at the moment. Take note of where that is in the top right corner. And looks like all we have to do is connect this to Bluetooth on our phone. And then presumably we can interact with it through the app and make our notes and convert them to digital notes. I mean, that's what we're after here. Okay, so let's give this a go. We'll try and scan, get it connected, and then we'll be able to make our notes. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Okay, synchronization, device details. Man, that's a lot of details. Okay, let's just load this up. Easy. Okay, so there's the device connection button. We'll force it through Bluetooth. It has, in this case, detected the Huion Note X10, which is great. Connection successful. We're in business. Okay, so gonna sort of bend the rules a little bit here. Instead of making notes on this particular pad, I'm actually going to test out a few extras. But for now, while that's charging away, don't worry, I won't bore you with the charging, but take note, you should fully charge it the first time you use it. That's kind of important. Now, I have some questions. Can we use this with a 1B5? Because let's be honest, that's what most of us use for making our notes. Can we use a bigger refill pad? How far can we push this? Maybe. Stay tuned, I'm going to show you how to do all of those. Can we use a normal ballpoint pen? Is the app buggy, or does it work relatively well? All of these answers coming up right now. Now, very important, straight away I'm going to launch into this because I didn't quite find this as useful. These nibs needed a carry case. I feel like that would have been a nice addition, but in this case, no carry case. Take note of the battery life. We're pushing about 18 hours, which in my experience is more than enough. I've never been let down with it being flat, but even if it is, you can easily plug it in.
Now, if you did enjoy that video, you should absolutely consider watching this video, because in this video, we take the Huion Note X10 and we go through and actually test out the limits of it and see how practical it really is. So we're going to test out things like, can it work for 1B5? Can we take a gigantic notepad and use it with the Huion Note X10? And I'll even take you through a couple of really powerful note-taking methodologies. I'll see you on the next video.